Good morning, Liberty North. I'm Ben Hicks.
And I'm Garrett Prendergast.
GG's tryouts informational meeting will be March 16th, 5:30 in the cafeteria. Optional GG clinic will be March 29th, and tryouts will be April 4th through the 8th.
There will also be a cheerleading clinic on April 4th through the 7th to get ready for the tryouts, which will be on April 9th in the LNHS Fieldhouse. So make sure you get ready for that.
DECA got first in state over the weekend and are now sending 11 people to nationals in Nashville to compete in the International Career Development Competition. Good luck to those people competing. Well, it's March, and you know what that means. March Madness. You create a bracket this year?
Yeah, it's not completely finished. I have it up to the Final Four, though, so I should be good for a little bit.
Well, let's see if our very own sports analyst Luke Cornell agrees with what you got. Luke?
Good afternoon, Liberty North High School. I'm over here at the jumbo bracket. As you can see, we're going to start in the West region where the Kansas Jayhawks. The Kansas Jayhawks will play their first round game, and they will win that, surprisingly, 1 versus 16 seed. And UConn will beat Colorado with Maryland, Cal, Arizona, Miami, Temple, and Villanova moving on there. And then to the Sweet 16, I'll start for the bottom with the 2 seed, Villanova. They'll beat Temple, and then Miami, who's older than the Miami Heat with all the transfers they have, they'll move on to the Sweet 16. Cal over Maryland, and then my upset of the tournament, UConn over Kansas. Coach Ollie's got them playing well right now. UConn will win that game, and they'll play Miami, and then UConn will go to the Final Four from the South. In the West region, right below that, we have the 1 seed Oregon. They'll take Cincinnati in the round of 32. And then Yale will upset Baylor from the Big 12, followed by Duke winning, Northern Iowa, another upset of the Big 12, and then Texas A&M, VCU, and Oklahoma. Oklahoma will go over VCU, who no longer has Coach Smart, and then Texas A&M will move on along with Duke and Oregon up top. And then the Elite Eight will face between Duke and Texas A&M, with Duke winning it and going to the Final Four. In the East now, we have Carolina up top, the 1 seed in the East. Carolina will win their game, and they'll face off against Providence from the Big East. Chattanooga, try saying that 10 times fast. They will beat Indiana right up here in this region, and they will take on Kentucky. Michigan will upset Notre Dame after they're winning their first 4 game tonight. SF Austin with a win over West Virginia, and then Wisconsin over Pitt, and Xavier over Weber State. Xavier will move on to face FS Austin in the Sweet 16, followed by Kentucky and UNC. This Kentucky-UNC game is very interesting. I think the winner of it will go to the national championship game, and that will be Kentucky, who will beat Xavier to go to the Final Four. And then in the Midwest, there's the Midwest, we'll have Virginia playing Butler, Purdue, Iowa State, Seton Hall, Utah, and Dayton versus Michigan State. Michigan State will play Utah, and then Iowa State will play Virginia. It'll be Michigan State, Virginia for the 4th straight year, and yet again, Michigan will win. So Michigan State, Kentucky in the Final Four, and UConn, Duke. I got Duke beating UConn and Kentucky going to the national championship game and beating Duke. Battle of the Blue Bloods. Here's a little known stat for you. 7 of the last 9 national champions have been number 1 seed. Those 2 teams that were not number 1 seeds were UConn. So UConn, if they make it to the Final Four, that UConn-Duke game is quite interesting. Fun one to watch. That's all I have today on the bracket. If you have any questions or you disagree with me, tweet at knet_news or at CLukeRun98 on Twitter. Back up to you guys up front.
Wow, thanks, Luke. Garrett, your bracket look anything like that?
I don't have quite as many upsets, but I do have Kentucky in the Final Four, so should look good.
Nice. Well, best of luck to you. Well, that's all we have here at KNET. We'll catch you tomorrow, but until then, we'll
Catch you on the north side.